another 9-inch hole, and right down in the bottom of it is another Colt 44. Man, sure glad I came today. I start out today at the Civil War camp, took my GPX. I've hunted this camp for 3 or 4 years, but took my GPX and went up into what we call the 44 woods, because we have found, I have no idea, probably over 100 44s in that little patch of woods. And true to its name, I found some more 44s, found maybe a round ball or two, found an iron buckle, found some Gallagher cases. So it wasn't a bad hunt up in the woods. I'm at a spot in here that we have over the years begun to call the 44 Woods. It is a Civil War camp, and out of that hole right there, and it's pretty dark in here this morning, but I've got a Colt 44, a drop, up here in the woods. So true to its name, another Colt 44 from the 9th Pennsylvania Cavalry. You can see how thick it is in here. It's kind of have to inch along, get up under everything. None of these are real deep, maybe 6 inches on this one. Another Colt 44 from the American Civil War. It's still amazing to me that I can come up in these 44 woods and find more targets. That's a end off of a Gallagher case. See the hole where the charge would have went through and ignited the powder. I think they were tearing Gallaghers apart and pouring 44s, because we find a lot of 44s up here, and we find evidence of pouring, because we find pieces of plate with fused lead on it. That's a good find there. I'm up here in a bunch of poke salad. And that hole, I guess, is probably 8 inches deep. Got another 44. I know y'all get tired of me saying it, but you have no idea how many times I've been over this right here with a CTX. And the GPX just heard that clear as a bell. I'll take it. I dug that last 44 right there, and what is it, maybe 6 inches back. I got a hole that is 9 or 10 inches deep, and I've got another Colt 44. This is simply amazing how good that these bullets sound and how deep that they are. Come down below this fallen tree, and out of that hole there, this signal wasn't as high as I thought it ought to be, but it is it's a Gallagher case from the American Civil War. I'll take that. I want to do a shout out today to Detecting with Matt. You see his channel there on your screen. I'm going to tell you something, guys. This is a great channel. He hunts colonial relics. He also hunts Civil War relics, and he is an excellent editor at editing video. You are going to enjoy this channel, so check it out. Detecting with Matt. Like, subscribe, and share, and be sure and tell him that 7 sent you. Out of that hole right there, I've got another Gallagher case, just the tip of it. Fire would have went through that hole right there and ignited the powder and fired that Gallagher bullet in the conflict of the Civil War. There's another 9-inch hole, and right down in the bottom of it is another Colt 44. Man, sure glad I came today. Had a little rain last night, and it opened up a few signals a little deeper. right up in front of this little log, or big log right here, really. This one wasn't all that deep, maybe 6 inches. It's a little iron buckle. I'd say that that's period. I'm not sure what that would have went on. Horse tack or some kind of Civil War related something, I would say. That's all we find up here is Civil War stuff. But that's a different find than what I've been finding. I'll take it. Hornbush let me use his 5x10 coil to see if I would like it, use it on my GPX. And I've got a fairly deep hole there. Got a 36 caliber round ball. I've been over this spot with all of my detectors. I've even been over it with the GPX with the 11-inch coil, but there's a little bit of junk right in through here, and so this little bitty coil isolated this signal, and that's what they're good for. So I think I might like to get me one of these. I think it might be a pretty good coil. Still running this 10x5 coil that I borrowed from Hornbush. Got a pretty deep hole right there. And I've got another Gallagher case. Probably about half of it, maybe a little lower. Pretty deep too. I'll take it. Then I move out into the main field. They cut the hay there, and didn't find any big bullets, but I got into a spot there, and I found a ton of 31 bucks and some 36s, just full of round balls right in there. So, and I did find one good find there that I was able to do a history clip on, so check it out. Well, they cut the hay on the Civil War camp here. I've got a hole here that's probably about 9 inches deep, looks like. And I've got a little round ball. I believe it's been fired. And I believe that it is a 36. I'll take it. Pretty good hole right here. And I've got a finial. That would have come off of a cartridge box that soldier wore on their hip. Leather cartridge box, and the leather flap over the top would have a hole punched in it, or a little slot, and this was the latch. It's called a finial. Great Civil War find. This little finial is a great Civil War find. The brass finial was attached to the lower part of the Civil War soldier's cartridge box and was used as a latch to keep the leather lid or flap closed over the top of the box. On the front of some of the cartridge boxes carried by Union soldiers of the Civil War was a brass U.S. box plate, called a box plate because it went on the cartridge box, which was actually a leather pouch. Most Union cartridge boxes had holes cut in a piece of wood that was attached inside the box to hold 20 cartridges. These cartridges would contain the mini ball wrapped in paper, which would also include the powder. The soldier would then either tear or bite off the bottom of the paper, pour the powder into the barrel, and then insert the bullet. This cartridge system allowed for faster loading of the rifle musket in the field. Also attached to the strap of the cartridge box for Union soldiers would be an eagle breastplate. It's called a breastplate because when worn, the plate would be positioned in the middle of the soldier's breast. Man, I'm in a spot right here that is absolutely loaded with little round balls. I mean, just finding them every few feet. I'll take them though. Found that last 36 right there. And I've got another hole that's fairly deep right here. And I've got another 36. I don't know that that one's been fired. It kind of looks it. Hard to tell though. But that's a good find. I found a 69 round ball with a big sprue on it at Gallatin Camp. And here's a 36 with a big sprue that never has been cut off from where it was molded. Not real deep, maybe 6-8 inches there. That's a good find. Pretty deep hole right there with the GPX. And I've got a fired 44 round ball. That is a great find. It's down there deep, but it's good sound. Well, it's been a while since I found one of these. It is a harmonica reed here at the Civil War site. Some soldier would have been blowing some tunes with that, I'm sure. That hole's probably 10 inches deep, I'd say. And I've got a fired buckball. I could hear it, but it wasn't real strong. And I think because these flat bullets don't come out as good as the whenever they're round. I think that they sound better. I don't know. That's just what little experience that I've had. That's what they've been doing. But another good Civil War relic find. That makes me happy. Yay, I found something besides a fired round ball or a round ball. I got a trouser button. 4-hole trouser button here. Good little sound. I don't know, about 6 inches deep probably. I've got a fairly deep hole right there. Probably 8 inches. And this one didn't sound all that great. But it's pretty deep, and it's a 31 buck ball. Would have went with the 69. 3 of these would have went with a 69 round ball. These are the bucks, and the 69 was the ball. Good find. Here's something here that's hard to find. It is a fired percussion cap that would have ignited the powder. That's a good find there. Those are hard to come by. That's an extremely deep hole right there. And I've got another 31 buck ball just down the hill a little ways from where the other one was. I can't tell if that's been fired or not. Kind of believe it has. Should be a 69 around here somewhere unless we've already found it. I'll take it. I don't know what it is with buck balls right in here, but I've got another one, and it's just right over from where, probably not 5 foot from where I found the other one. I'm gonna just concentrate on this one little spot right here. I'm just down the hill, and I've got another buck. I think that's about 5 that I found right in here. I just keep circling right here. This spot right here is just laying full of 31 bucks. There's another one right there. And I'm in this same little area. They sound good. I'll take another one. Well, I got me another 4-hole trouser button. These give a high but consistent tone on GPX. Came out of the hole right there. I don't know, it was probably 5 inches deep, I'd say. That's a good find. Another Civil War relic.